All right, guys, so let's go ahead and unbox the Nitewing SPO320. So again, just huge shout out to those guys for sending this out to me. Reach out to a few people here and there every once in a while when I see a cool product, and they don't have to send you anything, but a few of them do, and that allows me to do these reviews for you guys and see if it's a product worth investing your time and money into. All right, so here we have the optic itself, multi-coated lens, and it is made out of 7075 T6 aluminum alloy, as is pretty much the industry standard. So it's kind of got that dip there to where the corners are raised up and a little bit more beefy to absorb some impact. The glass is kind of curved. You see where it sits a lot more flush with the body at the bottom than it does at the top there. So I could see if you dropped it at just the right angle in the front, maybe it would crack the front of the lens there, but it is nice and recessed, deep pocket here. So maybe if I could say anything, since you have all this space right here, maybe recess that glass back a little bit. But hey, I'm not an engineer. Maybe it's designed like that for a reason. Let's keep going. What else we get in the box? Your standard tool, screws, and then a cleaning cloth and the manual here. So let's go ahead and break this open, see if it's going to say anything crazy that we haven't already talked about. So this thing does have three reticle options. Now you're going to be able to see them right here on the box way better than I'm going to be able to focus my camera. So there's a red dot, circle dot, and then circle red dot. And we'll go over the sizes of those here in a second. So the standard dot is a 2 MOA dot, and then you have that 32 MOA circle, and then you'll have the 32 MOA circle with the 2 MOA in the middle for that third reticle option. It is a red dot, not a green dot, and again, it's made out of that 7075 T6 aluminum, and yeah, it's IPX7 waterproof rated, and your clicks have a 1 MOA click adjustment. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing mounted up on this slide here and then continue talking about it. Now, I know it seems very silly, but YouTube won't let me show you just putting that on top of there and putting two screws in. I know, guys. So let me be right back. Here's the SPO320 mounted on my slide here. You can see I have the front mounted iron sight, still plenty of room, doesn't interfere at all. And then you're still able to co-witness back here. So let's go ahead and try to pick it up. I know it's going to probably look a little blurry. So that's that 32 MOA circle. Let me try to clean it up just a little bit. Not going to really work out. So that's about as clean as I can get it. So let me go ahead and walk through the brightness settings. So they're both on the left side here. The positive and negative, so the up and down. All right, so let's go ahead and run through the settings real quick. So it's got 9 brightness settings, and this thing does have a memory, so whatever setting you leave it on, that's what it will when it goes to shake awake, it has a 5-minute shake awake, it will wake up back to that setting that you left it on. So as it gets brighter, it's going to get blurrier in here. So it's bright as crap. All right, so that's as bright as it goes. And I know on camera it's going to look super blurry, but I promise you in person, it is not that blurry. It's pretty clear, actually, crystal clear. So I'm going to drop it back down, those brightness settings. And then if you want to change that reticle option, then all you do keep holding the down arrow. It's going to change that reticle option, and you just let go. Try to clean it up here. All right, so now we're at the 2 MOA dot, and then I know you couldn't see it, but it was that 32 MOA circle with the dot in the middle, but it's hard to pick up here with how blurry it looks. That's the 32 MOA circle. Hold it down again, and it'll change to, there it is with the circle in the middle. You see how it looks like one solid red dot now? It's not. There we go. I cleaned it up a little bit. So there you go. Now you can see the 2 MOA circle in the middle. All right, so there's your three different reticle options. I personally like the 32 MOA circle without the 2 MOA dot in the middle. That's just me. It gives you a quicker target acquisition. Now, if you want more accuracy, then obviously you're not going to go wrong with your 2 MOA dot. However, I just want in a more defensive applications, as long as I can see any part of red on my target, I'm going to hit my target. So that's more important to me than pinpoint accuracy. I'm not shooting a rifle. So, all right. So the battery life on this thing is 10,000 hours. So it takes a CR 1632 battery, but it is side loading. So therefore, you can get to your battery super quick, super easy without having to take the optic off, which is a huge plus. I foresee a lot of manufacturers moving towards this now. I do have optics that have a bottom loading battery. It's not the end of the world, but when they're top and side loading, definitely helps the consumer out with having to change it out and making it a lot easier. Now you can see when I did mount the optic, I went ahead and put some witness marks on here. Now that's easy insurance just to be able to tell if your screws are backing out, coming loose, and your optic is going to be off. So that's always a cheap insurance right there, just to make sure that your optic is secure and staying where it needs to be staying, and it doesn't end up flying off or losing to zero and putting you in a bind. All right, guys. So I'm going to shut up now. We're going to put this on a frame, throw a barrel in here, and let's get to shooting this bad boy and see what we think. All right, guys, so we're at the range with the Nitewing SPO320, and we're going to just see how it does today. Got some targets set up behind me, paper, steel. Not going to get too crazy. I've already kind of zeroed it in, and it's good enough to get going. So we're going to see how bright the reticle is out here in the desert. It is pretty bright out here. However, haven't really had any problems with the emitter yet. Looks super bright, super crisp. So we're going to just rock with it today and see how it holds up over the course of firing. Big shout out to those guys for sending it to the channel for us to review. Like I said, we're going to see what this thing does, and let's get after it. All right, I'm going to file some initial rounds to see that we're on target. That way you guys can see it. Then we'll go into some drop testing and see how durable it is and whether I recommend it or not for you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Hit. 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 All right, so we're going to do some drop testing. We just got some dirt, gravel, typical desert, floor environment. I'm going to go ahead and drop this thing about chest high. Boom. All right, a little bit of gravel, nothing crazy. And let me dump that out. Another drop. Okay, holding up. There's a little pile of rubble back here. Hold up, I'm having some difficulties. Going to fix my audio. All right, so I'm going to go over here where there's a little bit of rubble. Some broken glass, some broken little rocks and stuff like that. 1, waist tight again. 2, ew. All right, so nothing damaged, nothing broken. Emitter is still there. All right, so we got 5 more rounds. Let's go ahead and see if we're hitting steel. Should hear those impacts. Impact, impact. Oh, I missed. That's why we do 5 rounds and not 4. Account for that one mess up that I'm gonna have. All right, so we're still hitting. So what's next? Now we do shoulder height. So a couple shoulder height drops. Shoulder. So people say shoulder height and they like put it down by their waist or they're like way up here. Motherfucker, even with your shoulder. Boom. All right. Ooh, nice, nice, right on top. All right, go to the rubble, couple more. Shoulder height. Oh, let me get even. About to talk crap on myself. Boom. Shoulder height again. Ooh, nice. Okay. All right, so we got some definite marring, scratches, but glass looks to be intact. So there we got some scratches up here. So a little bit of a chunk missing on the side there, but the glass isn't cracked. It looks like it got peppered a little bit, but it's not cracked. And we're in business. So let's see if it's still holding zero. All right, yep. Make sure the reticle is still there, guys. All right, so let's go. Hit, 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 hit. All right. We're still good. I mean, come on now, guys. Come on now. Nitewing SPO320. You know, I mean, I don't really understand how else you would drop it, other than like the parking lot or Walmart messing with it and not having any kind of positive retention. But I could see, like, you know, running around out in an environment like this where you're getting some, you know, you're playing real life Call of Duty and shit, and then, oh my God, I dropped my gun. Like, ew. But you know, she's still running. She's still good. Let's go ahead and I just, because I did that extra drop right there. Oh, still on. She's still Gucci. So there you have it, guys. Nitewing SPO320. Let me know what you guys think down in those comments. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a nice little option.